It's the Sergio Show. And here's your host, Sergio Dominguez. Hello and welcome to the Season 10 premiere of the Sergio Show. Wow, 10 seasons. Thank you guys. Now for this episode, I'm going to talk about the longevity of a series, especially my own. Now, when a popular long-running series starts out with the first season, people are interested. People love it. At the time, it was new to its kind, and people just want more. They love the characters, they love the setting, they love a lot of things about this series, especially when it's in its first season. The audience wants more, and the artists give them more, with a second or third season. And by then, people will either get used to or enjoy the surprises those couple of seasons comes in, or sometimes they jump the shark too quickly by the second season, and then the love for that show for the first time goes away. But as for those really popular long-running shows, they somehow make it to those couple of seasons. And then, since the audience wants more again, they give them more again. And then, over time, that audience will just get used to the show, know what's going on, and even figure out its formula. And that's what happens with the long-running shows. Time makes it old. And old, some people don't like. Some people still like. There are those fans out there that still love long-running shows because they know what they're getting. They like what they keep getting from the show. At least these shows keep consistent on what makes them popular. And if that keeps them going and people still don't like it, then that's just the audience taste changing or wanting something different out of either the show or a completely different show that comes soon. It's a normal, understanding thing. And the TV show that keeps going just has to still remember that it needs to be itself while it keeps going. With the same likable characters, environments, and all that magical animated stuff in this case that keeps a show great and keeps the show going. Now, the most controversial thing about a long-running show is that they could do something that could really, really hurt the show. Have an episode that just looks like they're running out of ideas, or changing a character for the worst, even though that's a nice fresh pace, but people see it as the reason why the show is worst or ended. But changes like that happen when a show lasts that long, where they want to do some little changes just to keep up with the audience and the passage of time. But ultimately, it hurts the show, and that long-running show that keeps going could possibly end. But all this is a very normal thing in my opinion about long-running TV shows, because long-running TV shows are like long-running people. You get used to them, you like them in the first place, but over time you do understand them, and either they're very predictable or sometimes they unfortunately drastically change and you don't like them anymore. It's a human response to human understanding. I'm a person that does commit to my long-running series and other people's long-running series. There's a certain animated show that's been going on for so many years, and instead of me just saying, oh, it's jumped the shark, it's old, I just love it for being so long-running. It understands what it is, and I respect and love it and still watch it. And I hope a lot of people understand that about this show. And that's all I want to say about this episode of the show. Anyway, thanks for watching a Season 10 premiere episode of The Sergio Show. Thank you, and I'm Sergio Dominguez, saying, have an animated day. Sergio STUDIOS.